There is only 1 week left for Jonathan Kuminga to make a decision about his qualifying offer from the Golden State Warriors. As the two sides continue to be at opposite ends of contract discussions this offseason, a lot of mystery surrounds what the Warriors will look like entering media day and the start of training camp on September 29th. Until a decision is made by Kuminga on his contract situation, Golden State is handcuffed and can't finalize their pending deals with Al Horford, DeAnthony Melton, Gary Payton II, and Seth Curry, all of whom have been waiting to sign their contracts with the Dubs. Although a short period of time still exists for Kuminga and the Warriors to reach a compromise for him to return outside of accepting his qualifying offer, the team is already focusing on the upcoming season without him. Jimmy Butler and those on Golden State's roster are already getting into form before training camp starts at the end of the month. The six-time All-Star wants to make the most of the time the Warriors have to build chemistry, which is why he is holding a team mini-camp in San Diego this week, according to Shams Charania of ESPN. Jonathan Kuminga's immediate Warriors future. Stephen Curry and Draymond Green are both participating in this player-organized mini-camp alongside Butler, but Kuminga is notably absent from this team function because of his contract holdup. Out of all the players on the Dubs roster, and potentially on their roster this season, Kuminga is the only one absent from this mini-camp. All three veterans, Curry, Green, and Butler, have been advocated for Kuminga receiving a new contract from the Warriors, league sources told Clutch Points. Green, especially, has voiced his confidence in Kuminga behind the scenes. Until a stalemate with the Warriors' front office is resolved, the 22-year-old will continue to hold out. It is possible he does not show up for media day or the start of official team training camp, given that the final day to accept his qualifying offer is October 1st. Originally, the Warriors had presented Kuminga with a 2-year, $45 million contract that contained language for him to waive the no-trade clause he would receive. The contract proposal also contained a team option for the 2026-27 season, giving the organization all the leverage over their young forward. These are terms Kuminga has not been willing to agree to, as he and his agent, Aaron Turner of Veris management team, are focused on receiving a player option. This small change in the contract would allow Kuminga to dictate his future, which Turner has gone on record saying could still be with Golden State when the time comes to make said decision. After holding firm on this offer and signaling this was their best offer, Golden State has since raised the bar slightly to a 3-year, $75.2 million deal with a team option, according to ESPN. With more guaranteed money, over $48 million, Kuminga would have more incentive to return and be a focal point on a Warriors roster that expects to compete for a championship. Still, the team option looms large, as the increased money has not swayed Kuminga's team. Throughout negotiations dating back to last summer, Kuminga has wanted to feel respected and not like the only player who needs to sacrifice. While he is willing to do so on the front end of his contract in order for the team to ultimately remain in a comfortable tax bracket, the 22-year-old and his representation aren't forgetting how important he is to the roster. As a result, Kuminga and his side believe a smaller figure on the front end of a new contract must see more on the back end and a player option over team control. If the Warriors want Kuminga back and want to keep their options open to potentially trade him during the 2025-26 season, then they must find a way to agree to a new contract and not see the former lottery pick accept his $7.9 million qualifying offer. Golden State has a week left to try to find common ground on a new contract with Kuminga. With only 9 players currently on the roster, it's hard to imagine the Golden State Warriors rivaling the best teams in the Western Conference. Of course, with Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green, it's impossible to count them out, but they have an uphill battle. If Golden State can resolve the Jonathan Kuminga contract standoff, things might turn around. Al Horford, DeAnthony Melton, and Gary Payton II have all been linked to the Warriors, and they would provide excellent two-way depth. However, with age catching up to them, their window is rapidly closing, and they have earned an unfavorable comparison to some LeBron James-led teams. Golden State Warriors compared to Los Angeles Lakers. In 2020, the Los Angeles Lakers won the NBA Finals. Avery Bradley, Kyle Kuzma, Alex Caruso, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope all played sizable roles while were all yet to hit their prime age. Within 2 years, all of them were off the team. Instead of developing young talent, the Lakers opted to trade for veterans, regardless of fit. Since 2020, the Lakers have made it out of the first round only once. The Warriors, after winning it all in 2022, seem to be on the same path. It took them 7 games to beat that flawed Houston team last year, and I don't know what's going to be different as everybody's a year older, said Bill Simmons on his podcast regarding Golden State. They're going to be healthier this year? We went through this with LeBron for the entire 2020s. Old guys get banged up as the season goes on. This is how it goes. I'm betting on youth every time. Despite their success with Butler in the lineup last season, Golden State needs all 3 of its aging stars to remain healthy. In an 82-game season, that's far from a guarantee. I have already said, the window is closed, in my opinion, on this iteration of the Steph Warriors winning a title, agreed Zach Lowe. I don't see a roadmap for them to get back to prominence. In the West, the Denver Nuggets and Oklahoma City Thunder are seen as frontrunners, and after 4 years, the Lakers seem to have passed the Warriors in terms of championship odds. Lakers have finally fixed their problems. The Warriors, at least according to Simmons, have not learned a lesson yet. Youth in the NBA is more reliable. Yes, Curry, Butler, and Green are all still good players, but there is no contingency plan for if one or multiple stars get hurt. After years of building questionable lineups around James and Anthony Davis, the Lakers abandoned that plan, trading Davis to the Dallas Mavericks and building around Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves as young centerpieces. This offseason, Los Angeles' 3 biggest splashes were DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, and Jake LaRavia. While Smart and Ayton are proven veterans, the average age of that trio is 27 years old, 4 years younger than the 2021-22 team that missed the playoffs. Curry is younger than James, so perhaps the Warriors will make an adjustment before he retires to maximize the time he has left. For now, fans shouldn't hold their breath. The Sacramento Kings are navigating the complex landscape of NBA trades, with Jonathan Kuminga at the center of their ambitions. As the Kings eye a potential acquisition of the Golden State Warriors forward, all eyes are on Malik Monk, whose presence may be the catalyst needed to unlock this ongoing saga. Kings' aspirations for Kuminga. Sacramento's interest in Kuminga has not waned, despite several hurdles standing in the way of a smooth transaction. Insight from league insiders suggests that the anticipated breakup between Kuminga and the Warriors is not as imminent as some might hope. The Kings remain optimistic, viewing Kuminga as a player who could significantly enhance their roster. Monk's impact on the trade dynamics. Malik Monk emerges as a pivotal figure in this unfolding drama. Recent reports indicate that the Kings have put forth a compelling package, including Monk, draft compensation, and a new contract for Kuminga, aimed at enticing the Warriors. However, Golden State's enthusiasm for Monk appears to be less than fervent. The interest has been characterized as muted, which raises questions about the feasibility of the proposed deal. Navigating obstacles. The Kings face multiple challenges that complicate their efforts to secure Kuminga. While Monk's inclusion in the trade discussions positions Sacramento favorably, the Warriors' hesitation could stall negotiations. The dynamic between these two teams is a critical factor as the Kings strategize their next steps. In this high-stakes environment, Malik Monk represents both an opportunity and a hurdle for Sacramento. His role could ultimately determine whether or not the Kings can successfully navigate the complexities of the Kuminga saga and bolster their chances for success in the coming season.